Today I want to talk about the three cultural messages we get in the West and why they are harmful for us. Some of these might apply to you and some of them might not, but they are all very common. First, let's look at the moral message. The message is only sex in a marriage or only have sex out of love. This is about controlling when you're allowed to have sex and feeling okay about having sex. It also often limits our sexual expression by associating specific emotion with sexual pleasure, when actually the real range is much wider than you think. And some of our most exciting turn-offs have actually little to do with love. The general moral message in society today towards women is that you're damaged good if you had sex with lots of men and actively pursue sex. If a woman is known to have sexual relationship with many men, she's often labeled a slut and made fun of, or rejected, or treated poorly. This is all part of creating this shame that inhibits so many women from enjoying their true nature. The message is that a woman should be desirable but not feel sexual. No wonder women spend little time exploring themselves, suppressing their fantasies, or take longer to feel sexual than men do. Even when you know this is nonsense, the message still has an impact on us emotionally, as social exclusion is one of the most painful human experiences. We are also taught how sex should be with that one person we love. We therefore often feel ashamed about the fantasies that gives us peak desire and sexual pleasure because they don't necessarily fit into that image. We worry about rejection or feel ashamed if we reveal our true fantasies because we learned that they are not okay. The most common fantasies that people have is sex with multiple partners, the risk of getting caught, or dominance and submission. We'll get into each of these in other videos later. This also impacts men highly, as they learn some of the emotions that turn them on are not okay towards someone they love. This is an inhibited worldview, and it can cause shutdown of the desire to share our peak experiences with the people we love the most. Now let's look at the next one, the medical message. This message is that sex is dangerous and you could likely get diseases. You learn that you should be careful not to get pregnant and diseases, and the underlying message is that sex is dangerous. While learning about sexual transmitted diseases and protection is important, the message of fear is counterproductive to the enjoyment of sexuality and desire. We need information and comprehensive education around sexuality, but not scarcity campaign to create fear around sex. Now let's look at the message I believe impact most people negatively, the body message. The message is your body is inadequate. How often do you meet a friend who say to you, I feel so beautiful today? How often do you speak to a friend who might say, oh, my hair is such a mess today, or are self-critical? Culturally, women have permission to criticize themselves, but not to celebrate their beauty. How messed up is that? Negative messages around our body are so ingrained and positive ones suppressed, as we learn from an early age to not express ourselves naked, like our body is something to be ashamed of and should be hidden away. Also, we learn from the media what a perfect body is supposed to be, to look like, and what we should always be improving. We are too fat, too thin, too small breasts, too big a bum. We learn we are faulty, and clearly that makes us feel less sexual and enjoy sex less. How are we supposed to stay present in our physical experience if we feel ashamed of our bodies? Only when we feel totally connected and happy about our bodies do we enjoy the full pleasure our body can bring us. Self-criticism and sexual well-being are clearly related, and to have more powerful sensation is critical you learn to love your beautiful body and feel good about sharing that beauty with the world. If we feel unattracted during sex, we feel inhibited and shut down our sensation, and we often dislike being seen or touched in intimate places. Being stuck in our head of self-criticism takes us away from the pleasure. It's not rocket science, as this will shut us down, turn off our desire and sensation. Now imagine having sex and you feel all of your body is so beautiful and sexy. Imagine a person who cares about touching your skin with their hands while looking at your body with admiration and desire. How would that make you feel? So to fully enjoy your sex life and experience peak sexual pleasure, you need to first feel good about your gorgeous body. Self-criticism has been shown to be directly related to depression and also activate the part of our brain that puts a brake on sexual desire. Self-criticism activates your stress response and shut down your body's pleasure. Self-criticism is also a great predictor of loneliness. We think we need to beat ourselves up to stay motivated and not let ourselves go. You know what actually starts to happen when you stop beating yourself up? You don't let yourself go. You start to heal. Don't beat yourself up when you do slip into self-criticism. That would be like criticizing your criticism. See the irony? Notice when you beat yourself with self-criticism, then remind yourself gently that it's one seed that was planted in your mind. So plant new seeds such as my legs are beautiful. We need to replace self-criticism with self-kindness. Stop consuming mass media and instead look in the mirror and appreciate a new part of your body each day. It's surprisingly common that women have learned part of their body is dirty and gross, so they feel disgusted or therefore don't fully enjoy the sex. We have 6 avoidance responses programmed into our brain, and one of these is the avoidance of contamination. That's why we feel disgust when seeing dead, rotten bodies or smelly, unclean toilets. It's how our brain warns us to get away from contamination and something that's dangerous. This is all very well. The issue is that we also learn about our own body and our own sexual body fluids are dirty, and this activates the disgust response, a hit a brake on sexual desire. You can give your partner the message that their parents failed to give them, that exploring our body sensation and fantasies are natural and wonderful. We are often not aware of how these messages are shutting down children's exploration and teaching them shame and negative body image that will impact their sex life as adults. The first step to recover is to be exposed to an individual that celebrates the beauty of your body and sexuality and acceptance you as a sexual being to express yourself. Because of the ideas that we are bad, broken and sinful, people are often stuck in this self-criticism. I've developed 5 exercises that are great at improving your body image and make you feel good about your body. You can read more about in this ebook as they are quite comprehensive. Now have fun, and I look forward to seeing you soon.